my soul on fire every morning and every evening. Ooh. And maybe we can't get any higher, but if you like to take a ride, we can discover what we're hiding. Making you move, it sure looks good. Playing it cool like you know you should. Put on a smile that's one of a kind, and I can't get you off my mind. Yeah. I'm running too hot, I need to cool me down. I'm flying so high, I don't see the ground. Yeah. I'm running too hot, I need to cool me down. I'm flying so high, I don't see the ground. Yeah. Baby, you set my soul on fire every morning and every evening. Ooh. And maybe we can't get any higher, but if you like to take a ride, we can discover what we're hiding. Taking your time and I sure don't mind, but every inch of my body's getting wild, wild, wild. The way that you move is like a love machine. Come be my king and I'll be your queen. I'm running too hot, I need to cool me down. I'm flying so high, I don't see the ground. Yeah. I'm running too hot, I need to cool me down. I'm flying so high, I don't see the ground. Yeah. Baby, you set my soul on fire every morning and every evening. Ooh. And maybe we can't get any higher, but if you like to take a ride, we can discover what we're hiding. Baby, you set my soul on fire every morning and every evening. Ooh. And maybe we can't get any higher, but if you like to take a ride, we can discover what we're hiding. Baby, you set my soul on fire. Ooh. And maybe we can't get any higher. Yeah.
The 20 individuals who voted against me, so that we can move forward and begin to work for the American people.
Jacketless Jim.
Jim says to expect a third vote for him. After all, 22 GOP holdouts. Some of them have been at the other end of some very public, very aggressive, very threatening pressure campaigns.
I'm still running for speaker, and I plan to go to the floor and get the votes and win this race.
And which way do you think this third round vote on Jim Jordan's going to go this morning?
It's not going to get better.
But let me correct the record. Jim Jordan is an effective legislator.
Bacon. McHenry.
We are in a very bad place right now.
Garbarino. Zeldin.
It's not going to get better.
Sauber. Westerman.
The Honorable Jim Jordan of the state of Ohio has received 194.
On Capitol Hill, Chad Pergram here with some breaking news that Jim Jordan will not stand for a fourth vote for Speaker.
Jim Jordan is arguably one of the most popular Republicans in U.S. history, and you had some members of the GOP that really just spat in the face of their voters.
And I got to know members in our conference that I didn't really know that well over the last 3 weeks. We need to come together and figure out who our speaker is going to be and get to work for the American people.
Snakes in the grass, no brakes on the ad, but it's all fun. We done seen it all, heard enough, give me space before I murder y'all. 10 bad here, I'ma curve them all, 12 missed calls, and I still made a curtain call. Here to light it up, lighten up. Hear him talking, they ain't right enough, tighten up. Everything that I came for, I left with. I don't bang sets, I just bang on the set list. Going past supper when I came for the breakfast. Put me in your prayers, I might put you on the guest list. Young, tell me reckless, gold in my soul, got the same on my necklace. Light it up, light it up. Yeah, I don't think they know that's my word. I don't think they know that's my word. Yeah, that's my, hold up. Big on the said what they said, part. So I skip straight ahead to the bread part. Top out, I'm cool on the chick chat. With the kid, know I got the gift pack. Big on the said what they said, part. So I skip straight ahead to the bread part. Top out, I'm cool on the chick chat. With the kid, know I got the gift pack. Keep it real with you, I've been in the field in position. Look, hey, I've been trill, you can tell by how I feel when you with me. Look, wave, tell me, can you slide for a real one? Slide for me, slide for me. Can you slide for a real one? Can you slide for me, slide for me. Can you slide for a real one? Can you slide for a real one? Can't tell me nothing, I'm flexing stunting. Eating all my veggies in my pocket, half an onion. And that pack smell like a Funyun. Trump be beating, shit be humming. You can hear me round the corner before you ever see me coming. And they know just how we coming. Pants drumming, she gon' bust it open way before I finish thumbing. I can put you on some paper, proper play and teach you something. Got my stones on Himalaya, know I'm out your sucker ducking. Ain't no need for that discussion, bluffing with the game. About to build a couple million, came with nothing but my name. I'ma twist it, flip it, stick it like a bop it. Tell them stop it, all them haters out of pocket. Let me plug it like a socket, baby. Big on the said what they said part. So I skip straight ahead to the bread part. Top out, I'm cool on the chick chat. With the kid, know I got the gift pack. Big on the said what they said part. So I skip straight ahead to the bread part. Top out, I'm cool on the chick chat. With the kid, know I got the gift pack. Wave, tell me, can you slide for a real one? Slide for me, slide for me. Can you slide for a real one? Can you slide for me, slide for me. Can you slide for a real one? Can you slide for baby, say I'm making nervous. Maybe cause I'm real on the surface. Maybe cause I'm 10 down where the turf is. Don't get lost in those facades on the guys. You know ain't nobody perfect. I just put the work in, I know what my worth is. I'm living lavish, I'm flossing, bossing, and bagging up cash off the passion. Out here with my niggas, AV to the casket. We reckless, stay in your lane. I'm on gas till somebody cut the brakes. Cutting off these haters in the heads of the snakes. You're spinning the plan, but you catching on late. And she just sent the emoji, said she wetter than a lake. So I better not flake, take a break, say word. Hit me when you through with that, then we can shift again, my schedule been clear. These niggas see me, they mad like I'm one of their peers. I put that on Sita, so I'm sure it's abundantly clear. I'm hella big on the said what I said. Eyes low off the legal and the red wave. Put the leg room in the roof gone. Man, I came a long way from them deals off the Groupon. Right? Big on the said what they said part. So I skip straight ahead to the bread part. Top out, I'm cool on the chick chat. Fuck with the kid, know I got the gift pack. Big on the said what they said part. So I skip straight ahead to the bread part. Top out, I'm cool on the chick chat. Fuck with the kid, know I got the gift pack. Keep it real with you, I've been in the field in position. Yeah, yeah. I've been trail, you could tell by how I feel when you with me. Yeah. Tell me, can you slide for me? Can you slide for it one? Yeah, yeah. And tell me, can you slide for it one? Yeah.
The black man, the original man. You might think of the medicine style.
Follow me and dream.
Like it or not, y'all. 2023. Like what I do for you. 8 p.m. Friday, you know how we do. Let's go. It's time for like it or not. With Rebecca Azure. Let's start this damn show. It's time for like it or not. With Rebecca Azure. Let's start this damn show. Like it or not, y'all. 2023. Let's start this damn show. Let's go.
Like it or not starts now.
Oh, hey. Hi there. How are ya? Welcome to Like It or Not, where we're free to tell the truth.
And not care who doesn't like it. Did I have to say it again?
Yes. Hey, how are ya? How are you guys? Good morning times 3 in my not very good Bubba's voice, but good morning, everybody, and welcome to Like It or Not, where we're free to tell the truth.
And not care who doesn't like it.
Yes. I'm cracking
Did it work
up
that time?
because if this hat falls off, you guys will see how I did not clip this wig down. And
Is the wig hanging on for dear life?
it's hanging on by the thread. Okay, but I know that I can always give a look, and this is a look. Okay, didn't get a chance to beat my face. I've been recovering from feeling a little under the weather. But so this is what you guys gonna get. Okay, and it's really giving cute. If I wish you guys could see the look, let me show y'all. It's like a little high split up in here. It's good for the people, right? It's good for the people. So I wasn't
showing all the people all the stuff.
Yeah, I needed to show it because I felt like I've been looking a little off for these few days, when you're not feeling well. And so I am like, no, I need to get her together. Correct. Yeah. And so as you guys seen earlier, I was just getting my little brown sugar to put in my little tea. Trying to get me together to make sure I am the best I can be for you guys this morning. Benjamin P. Dixon. Oh, before I get to how you're doing, Bubba is taking the day off today. He had a bit of a good work night, I should say. And so
he worked too hard and too good last night, right?
And so he's taking the day off. If you guys want to send him some love, Bubba's probably watching right now with his eyes closed. But you guys send him over some love on his social media or however where you can reach him. And now, brother, Benjamin P. Dixon. Yeah. I like the content that you've been doing. I haven't been able to actually sit down and congratulate you on the pivot you've done, and it's actually working for you, where you can actually be who you are in this season and talk about politics. And you're doing that in such a great way. And I just wanted to commend you on that.
Oh, I mean, we should probably talk about it off air so I don't put the whole strategy out there, but I see you noticed the pivot, huh?
Yeah, listen, one thing about it, I love a good pivot. And I think people need to understand that pivoting is a great process in your life if you actually fall into it. A lot of people are afraid to become who they are in a different season and walk in that. And change is beautiful. I know sometimes we can talk about, even on the show, where people who are just bad people are just bad people. So we don't really, that change ain't really, I don't know. It depends. Like your ex that wasn't no good, girl, he was terrible. Leave him alone. You see what I'm saying? You knew that when you saw that he only had one outfit, you knew he wasn't capable of change.
You knew him when he had one outfit.
When he had one outfit, and he only wore that one outfit every time.
Every time I went on MSNBC,
you know that man wasn't capable of change. Like, but Ben, no, not like your one little coat on MS.
See, that's the thing about being working class and trying to go national television.
I died. I said, "Hey Ben, I just wanted to tell you."
You will not wear that blazer again.
Just please don't. let's you coming on a little bit of dollars. So let's see what we can do
Go
with
ahead
that.
and buy you some more clothes.
It was crazy.
I never forget you had to tell me, Dixon, it's okay to buy some more suits, brother.
It was good. No, I never forget you had to tell me, like, sis, one day I came to work. One day I came to work. I wasn't feeling good. I was going through a bad breakup back in 2017. And I came on and my puff was crazy. I came on looking crazy on the show, and you had to write me, hey, you all right?
Oh, man.
You was like, you weren't looking to, like, what's going on? You need friends to hold you accountable.
That's right. That's right. To the folks in the chat room, Infinite Contact, Rebecca ain't curving me. I brought it up because I like laughing about it because it's funny. Every time I think about it, and she get around to saying anything remotely close to it, I always got to bring it up. But no, listen, thank you for noticing the pivot. And I just want to say to my audience, because my audience is really diverse. Like our audience, our collective audience, we have so many people from so many different faith backgrounds and no faith at all, atheists, agnostics and stuff. And what I love is that my audience has been kind enough and understanding enough to understand the need for me to make that pivot right now. So, and thanks to you for noticing it. So yeah, it's been a good, but I can't say good run, but it's definitely been a run. Here we are.
No, and I'm glad that you're able to do that and be yourself. That's what I think is important. A lot of people may not agree on people's lifestyles. And I work with people who don't live same lifestyles as me. I'm always shocked too, though, and how getting to know them, there are things that there are ways that you can agree with those people.
Oh yeah.
And I like that about it.
Humanity.
And so yeah, and I think that people
is right to live and have a happy life.
Yeah, and people have that right. And just because somebody doesn't think like you, somebody doesn't walk like you, somebody doesn't talk like you, somebody, here we go, may not have share the same skin color as you, beliefs as you. I do think that you could learn something from somebody, and there is something that you can agree on somewhere down in there, somewhere right up in there. And for everybody who's watching on my channel, my audience who comes from Leftist Mafia, you guys, thanks for joining in on Like It or Not with Rebecca Azor on the Benjamin Dixon channel, and on Rebecca Azor's channel now. And you guys, listen, I love the merging of families across the board. I think that being able to see it from different perspectives here on Like It or Not, it's for us and by us. And I'm happy that you've joined us. And I hope that today we give you the laughs, the feels, the information, the conversations, and everything else you need on your Saturday morning. All right. So
Saturday afternoon.
Saturday afternoon, child. We right up in there. We were almost there. Saturday afternoon. Do you have any plans on this weekend?
Well, actually, I am kind of out at my plans right now. So I'm spending the weekend with my kids' grandparents, my wife's parents, their birthday weekend, my wife's birthday, and my father.
Say happy birthday, Jada.
Yeah, so we're up here doing that, and that's the gave me another excuse to not cut my camera on yet.
Yeah, so, which we're gonna have to
next week for sure.
That's what Black folks say. Next week, next week. That's Black math. That means that there is really don't believe that it may be next week. Don't put your
I'm right around the corner. That's
that
Black math. I'm around the corner.
Yeah, around the corner is Black math, but Black math can go a lot of ways. Okay, and that's one of them. When somebody ain't did something for the umpteenth time and they say next week, just go ahead and just charge it to the game. Charge it to the game. But we have a lot of news, but we're just going to cover a few stories for you today. And these are, of course, stories chosen by me, in which I think are some important topics that we need to hit. That doesn't mean that it's all the stories, but we're just going to give it to you within this time. Shouts out also to Power 104.7. Listen, I know for the listening audience, I think it's a real treat if you go over to YouTube and check out, first of all, how we look, because we kind of cute. Ben ain't on, but I am. And actually just get a look at what the show looks like in visual as well. I promise you, it's just a treat as it is for our listening audience. So shout out to Power 104.7. Shout out to Like It or Not and the Benjamin Dixon channel. We have a lot of news for you to cover, but today we're going to cover some top stories today. And of course, we cannot, because it's been a long 2 weeks. I know it's been stressful. I know people don't want to hear about it anymore in some ways and capacity, because it may be very daunting on your mental when it comes to talking about Israel, Palestine, Gaza, the Palestinian people, and how the United States, who's always nosy, okay, and stepping into stuff just strong and wrong, never is a great representation when it comes to these types of things. Earlier this week, Joe Biden actually had a press conference at the Oval Office, and there was a bombing in a hospital in Gaza. And Joe Biden made a comment. And before everything, I want us to go into just hearing how the president of the United States, of our United States, actually just made commentary on it. And this is just about the bombing that happening in Gaza. And it's believed to be that Hamas was the reason for the bombing.
That's what they're saying. Well,
that's what they're saying. That's what they're
Yeah,
saying. So allegedly, there has not been any confirmation. But let's take a look at this brief remark of our president, Joe Biden.
And I'm not suggesting that Hamas deliberately did it either. It's that old thing, got to learn how to shoot straight. And it's not the first time Hamas has launched something that didn't function very well. So I don't know all the detail.
Okay, so this was for the Air Force One, but just to make clarity, this was for the Air Force strike in Gaza. Now, here he's saying that Hamas needs to learn how to shoot straight. In watching this, and I understand that it wasn't exactly what a lot of people are hearing, but I think I'm hearing a little bit more loudly the silent part, right? And I don't know if I appreciate already when anything that has been said about Palestinians or Gaza has all been tied to Hamas. And I don't know if I like that the first thing that we hear coming from our president, when everything that we've heard has been the people of Israel need our support. They are hurting. We need to go and fund them. We need to help give them supplies, armor, whatever they need, because they are hurting. They're being attacked. And the first thing that we hear when our president makes any remarks about the Palestinian people, it's just like these type of lighthearted comments, I guess. And babies are dying.
Well, I like what you said, that whenever, and it's happening too often, too many people, when they speak about Palestine and what's happening to the Palestinian people, they do automatically say Hamas. And that's on purpose. That's on purpose by President Biden, and that's certainly on purpose by Benjamin Netanyahu and the right-wing government of Israel. The president has sided this week even more so with Israel than he has in previous days. And this is in face of the strike at the hospital, which I understand. Okay, that case, the Ali hospital, that particular hospital is a case that now is left to whoever has the biggest echo chamber, whoever has the biggest propaganda machine to tell the narrative of it. Because according to the president of the United States and all of the major national security advisors here in the United States, it was done by Hamas. And I'm going to leave that there at that part, because to me, that's a different conversation. That now becomes a conversation about competing narratives and who has the most echo chamber. But what's really the problem for me is that there have been so many other hospitals that have been struck by Israel already, right? Why are we acting so surprised that there's a possibility that Israel struck a hospital when we know that they have struck hospitals before? And when we see the images coming out of Gaza and we see the level of destruction, they're not targeting Hamas. I don't care if their military is saying, Israel's military is saying that they're targeting Hamas. Who I see dying are children, right? I see mothers dying. I see fathers dying. I see fathers crying over their children. And so you can't tell me in one breath that you're concerned about civilians, but then in the next breath, your Air Force is killing thousands. We're nearly at 1,500 children who have been killed in 2 weeks. So when I hear them say stuff like that, when I hear them say what you just pointed out, they put it all on Hamas, and they never recognize the humanity of the Palestinians that are dying.
Yep. We're not going to see that we haven't seen it in the coverage. And I've seen, and I'm not saying that people have not, we've seen journalists really take a stand, and I'm proud of that. Journalists who are on mainstream media use their platform to take a stand. And but hearing and seeing the president of the United States, every time he comes up, it's only a recognizing what's happening in Israel instead of how big Israel is in comparison to Gaza and the Palestinian people and the amount of people who are dying. And with just more time with this, it will be complete genocide at this point. And so I know that there has been quietly them providing assistance quietly. It's not he's not doing press conferences to say I have provided assistance to the Palestinian people, but there have been press conferences and Oval Office sits and speeches dedicated to Israel.
Oh, no doubt.
And
No doubt.
so and that's what I think people should really focus on. And we'll get to this part of the conversation as well. I just wanted to play his commentary on the Oval Office and how he wants to. He's asking for billions of dollars to support Israel in the same way that he believes that Ukraine was supported, and to make sure that the funding is available for them. And so before, yeah, I want to play the Oval clip, David. Let's take a listen to again President Joe Biden and his remarks on what's happening in Israel and Palestine.
Putin represent different threats, but they share this in common. They both want to completely annihilate a neighboring democracy, completely annihilate it. Hamas' stated purpose for existing is the destruction of the state of Israel and the murder of Jewish people. Hamas does not represent the Palestinian people. Hamas uses Palestinian civilians as human shields, and innocent Palestinian families are suffering greatly because of them. Meanwhile, Putin denies Ukraine has or ever had real statehood. He claims the Soviet Union created Ukraine. And just 2 weeks ago, he told the world that if the United States and our allies withdraw, and if the United States withdraw, our allies will as well, military support for Ukraine would have, quote, a week left to live, but we're not withdrawing.
Yeah.
So who's the math here? Political math don't math either. Okay.
It's mathing, but it's not humanity math. I've been thinking about this. Beck, I don't mean to cut you off, but it's wild to me that the United States of America is on the right side when it comes to Ukraine. I know I have friends who disagree with me on that, and that's fine. We could disagree on that, but I firmly believe the United States of America is on the right side with Ukraine because Vladimir Putin is the aggressor. But the United States of America has no capacity whatsoever to see how wrong it is when it comes to the people of Gaza, when it comes to the Palestinian people, because of their commitment, their unequivocal commitment to Israel. And here's the thing. That commitment is not commitment to the Jewish people. If you ask me, Benjamin Dixon, my commitment is to the Jewish people, just like it is to the Palestinian people, because like you and I said at the beginning of this show, it's about humanity. It's about all of their humanity. But America is on the wrong side of this equation when it comes to the Palestinian conflict. And for him to conflate those two really shows me how the politics math ain't mathing, because they are proudly on the right side in one equation and proudly on the wrong side on the other equation, and trying to tell us that it's the same, like we can't tell the difference.
Yeah, and that's what the problem is right there. The way that he's sitting down and helping, and the way that he's sitting down and literally saying how much he's trying to compare the two. And that's where people get confused too. Like, okay, if it's the same, but you know who's the same in this one? The Palestinian people are more, to me, relatable to the Ukrainians in this fight, especially with the amount of people, with them having really virtually, essentially no soldiers, to fight back. People are just losing their homes. They've lost their homes. Every day, they don't know if it's going to be their last day. Children are seen shaking out of fear, anxiety, trauma, not knowing what's going to happen in the next minute for them.
Right.
And all of this, and they're saying, all we hear is Hamas. And for the United States and for people who don't want to do research and who just go off of the words that our president is saying, the words that the United States administration is saying, it's just Hamas is the issue. Hamas are the Palestinian people. Hamas is Gaza.
And it gives them the right to kill indiscriminately because Israel is saying they're going. And I want to be sure. Let me go one step further. Okay, so I do not conflate the Jewish people and the state of Israel are not the same thing to me. You're gonna find me riding with my Jewish brothers and sisters, full stop, just like you're gonna find me riding with the LGBTQIA community, just like you're gonna find me riding with Palestinians. I ride with the people. I do not ride with Israel as a state, but I certainly do not ride with the right-wing government of Benjamin Netanyahu. And I make that distinction because I think people need to understand that there are so many Jewish Israelis, there are so many Jews in Israel right now who oppose what Benjamin Netanyahu is doing in Palestine, in Gaza. But when we allow ourselves to not know the difference, like you just said, when people don't dig into the difference between Palestine and Hamas, then they just say, oh, they're killing Hamas. No, they're killing Palestinians. Just like if we don't dig into the difference between Jewish people, Israel, and the right-wing government of Benjamin Netanyahu, we will find ourselves supporting a right-wing ethno-nationalist fascist like Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yeah, and so let's take a look at Abby Phillips. She was interviewing a Israeli soldier, and this Israeli soldier is grieving the loss of his mother throughout all of this. So let's take a listen.
Soldiers in your community. Tell us how you and your fellow soldiers are preparing for what your country is heading into right now, which could very well be a prolonged war with Hamas.
I try to correct you to the answer. The war is not just with Hamas. The war is with all the civilians that cannot see us as human beings. They want to kill us because what I saw in that place near Gaza, civilians from Gaza came on bicycles to the kibbutz just to kill and destroy. It's not just, like people that are warriors of Hamas. I cannot even call them warriors. They are not warriors. Somebody that fights with kids and women is not a warrior. They are not warriors. They are nothing. They are monsters. So monsters from Hamas, civilians from Hamas, and came and kill people.
And you see, in this particular interview, this is exactly what I was just saying. And I love Abby Phillips. Mean it. But when we are talking to an Israeli soldier, and immediately you may form this, heart-to-heart moment because he lost his mother during the visit to see his newborn, and now he's at war. But he said he needed to correct her and say that it's not only Hamas. There was people of Gaza on bicycles. On bicycles,
bro, not tanks.
That he was saying were a threat, and they represent Hamas or people of Gaza who are just civilians are a problem. They're enemies.
Becca,
everyone essentially is an enemy.
Bicycles.
And on bicycles, y'all. This man is he got his gear on. Tactical gear is probably sitting next to him. All kinds of guns available.
He got a Humvee sitting in the driveway with the 50 caliber.
And the people are on bicycles. And he's sitting on CNN with my girl Abby Phillips, whom I love.
And she ain't asked not a.
And he literally said, I gotta correct you. Those people are bad. And the fact that she had to sit there and still give that type of face where it's like, oh, that's crazy. I hate that. I hate that for some people who feel like they're in. I don't know what that in. I don't like how that interview was handled. I don't like that. It was not. That man said what he said.
Right.
Okay. I feel bad that he lost his mother, but what about what people are losing? The Palestinian people are losing every day. Look, they do not have soldiers to come out and fight against y'all. They on bicycles.
You know, and Beckett, that's the only thing I would anytime I'd be so careful to not correct
Just
you
go,
on air.
man.
I'd be so careful not to correct you on air. But here's the main difference between the Palestinian people and the Ukrainian people. Both of them are underneath attack, yes, but the Ukrainian people have a standing army. They have weapons. The United States of America made sure that Ukraine is armed enough to hold off the Russian army. So they've got everything under every toy the United States could come up with, we sent it to Ukraine. The Palestinian people are fighting with rocks. I'm not talking about Hamas that has some funding from Iran and has some private funding from some rich billionaires across the globe. I'm not talking about them. They got some rockets. Okay. Yeah, they have rockets. But when we talk about the normal citizens of Gaza, the people who are trapped behind that security fence, they literally have rocks and bicycles, as that officer just said, and that's who they're shooting.
And you know, I know we're laughing, but I'm laughing because it's so
ridiculous.
Like here go again, math. It doesn't math. You're saying as a soldier with so many people, so many things, so many resources that can just blow what you guys have already been doing, blow this place to smithereens, kill babies, families, mothers, children, all of it. All of it. And you're saying that they're a problem. There's Hamas, and then you did separate Hamas from that civilian and seeing even the civilians, the people of Gaza. So what I'm saying is it's sad to see that some media outlets will still try to humanize what we know is just wrong, right? And if we're listening and we're hearing out what's going on and we actually understand the size of Gaza, we understand the beliefs of the Palestinian people, and we understand what Hamas is, which is a terrorist group, yes, but to essentially want to remove Gaza and the people of Gaza and look at everyone as a threat, no matter who they are, is problematic. And if we're going to sit here and not recognize that, I don't care how much, you feel like whatever the news says is, please go do your research. And if you are a person and you see what's going on, and imagine just these people who are fighting for themselves, who don't know if they're going to make it through the night, who don't know if they're going to make it through the day. Some of them are literally saying, listen, if it's God's will, it's God's will. And they're trying, we're watching videos daily. Again, I said this on last week, against our will on social media, traumatic videos daily, minute by minute, that are dropping of parents having to say goodbye to their children without proper burials, just laying in the street, slain in the street. Homes diminished, businesses for these people diminished. They already were placed there with no resources, having to build all of this stuff by themselves without the proper resources. And
let me this is the I also want to make a case, not right now today, but later this week. I'm going to make the case against Hamas because Hamas disrupted the little bit of peace that those families found in Palestine, in Gaza. As we watch those videos of those parents who are now burying children, they had a life. They had a life enough to raise a family, enough to have joy inside of that family. And now we see videos all day, like you said, of parents crying over kids that were killed because of all of these strikes. And I take issue with the fact that the political leader of Hamas is doing television interviews safely from, originally he was in Egypt, and I believe now he's in Iran. I have a problem with that when Hamas has now triggered the fascist rage of Benjamin Netanyahu, and that rage is wiping out the entire north side of the Gaza Strip. I have a problem with that when he's over there doing press interviews. So later on this week, I'm going to make my case against Hamas. But I want to say this. If you look at the devastation that we see, if you look at the families that are grieving, if you look at the young brothers who are having to say goodbye to young brothers and young brothers having to say goodbye to young sisters, let me tell you this, had that been my family, no telling what militant group you would find me a part of. No telling what radical organization you will find me a part of. You cannot do this to human beings and pretend like they are going to respond in a way that is civil, in a way that is palatable to the order, to the neoliberal order, to our comfort, to our comfort here in the United States of America. We do not have the right to be comfortable and happy when this type of horror is happening to the Palestinian people. And so while I will make a case against Hamas in a few days, I want people to know y'all are making more Hamas members. Israel is making more Hamas members. The United States of America is making more Hamas members, because what else are these people supposed to do when y'all are killing their children and their brothers?
The United States of America already had Hamas members that ran up in the Capitol steps and did what they did. This is what I see. I see that we have our own domestic terrorists here. But if you can't recognize, if the United States can't even recognize their own domestic terrorists, how can they recognize what's really going on outside of the U.S.? They're going to partner with whoever are their allies, and that's what they're going to stick to. I think if they move outside of the script, Joe Biden doesn't want those problems. Essentially, right? So we do have our resident. He said he's the resident Jew, our producer. He wants to make a couple of comments.
Yes.
Which
Make sure everybody know that he's Jewish before he says what he got to say.
No, I'm not kidding. He literally said that. As he said that, mind if I come on as a Jew? That's not my words. That is our producer's words. But I would love.
When we say we be working this white boy in the background, we really talking about our Jewish friends.
David, what's going on?
So yeah, I just wanted to add that, like, so historically, the Israeli government, as well as the, Western allies, everyone tries to make Israel synonymous with Judaism. And it's almost like they use it when convenient, and I haven't studied it because I'm not really even observant, but there's actually information going around showing that killing is not even, it's against the law in Judaism, essentially. And so they're using it when convenient, like, never again, you're not going to do this to us, but we're going to slaughter double the amount of people you killed on our side. Because the Palestinian toll is more than double, and the injured is like quadruple right now. So it's just very convenient, and which to me is evil. That they use religion as a cover.
Yeah.
That's why it goes so well with American politics. Okay. We do the same thing with our religion.
Yep.
And so yeah, it's they do it in the name of Judaism, but they don't represent Judaism.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Thank you for that, David. And that's another thing that's so American. That's why I see it as Joe Biden. Oh yeah, he's gonna go with what aligns with, and that's what a lot of people will see, because if you go online, a lot of people are like, but isn't this what God wants? Isn't this a part of the plan?
Oh my God.
Isn't this
are you seeing that
biblical? I've been seeing this. This is gonna bring, this is a part of Jesus coming back. And the only way that Jesus can come back is if this plan is finished. And I'm like,
devil is a liar.
I don't see, this is where y'all here just be making up stories and stuff, and like I said, I've said this on our show before, everything is a cult to me. It's a cult, okay, depending on how you move it, how you groove it, how you just.
Now listen, I just need to say for the record that this is a video our producer put up here. Now this is our Jewish producer putting the video.
Yes. Okay. Now you see, religion can get very culty, and so where you start blurring the lines and you say, this is God's will. Mm-hmm. This is God's will. If y'all ever watched that show Flight 428 or whatever that show was, there was a girl on there who believed that she had to go around killing people because it was God's will.
Oh no, I haven't heard of that.
Yeah. But even then, there are people here who believe that this work that's happening with Israel and in Palestine, it's God's work and it should be finished so that Jesus can come back again. But this is again where I was saying, where the lines are blurred. You're looking at religion and you're saying that it's okay to commit genocide. I don't care. The Bible said whatever. Listen, genocide is happening in 2023, and I don't think that's God. I do not believe that's God's work, what's happening right now. because
Oh,
those people in Palestine do not deserve the treatment that's happening to them. They do not. They are dying. And
look.
I don't think anybody from Israel should be dying either. I think there should not be this a war happening, right? Target the issue, handle that, and let's keep everybody safe. But they use that as a cover up to do what they wanted to do this whole time.
Well,
in
see,
my
that's
opinion.
what bothers me so much, Becca, and that's interestingly enough, a part of my pivot is because I hate seeing Black Christians co-sign with this mess in the name of the second coming of Christ. That right there makes me, because
I said he came back already.
and so, you know what I mean? Like y'all really, you were really buying black when I see Black people, Black Christians buy into white Christian nationalism and the way they interpret the Bible, and they're telling each other. Here's how ignorant it is. The reason Black people think and evangelicals believe that this is connected to the second coming of Christ is because they believe that the third Jewish temple needs to be built on the Temple Mount. All that's, theological stuff and everything else. Here's the thing. The Temple Mount is in Jerusalem. The war that's going on right now isn't even happening there. And so people are buying into a theology that they don't even understand the geography behind. Y'all don't even know where this place is. So how are you going to support a conflict that's going on in a place that's not even designed to get you where you think you're supposed to be as a Christian? They don't even know what they're talking about, long story short. But they allow that simplified belief that white Christian nationalists like John Hagee gave them and believe that this is the second coming of Christ. Nah, this is y'all siding with genocide.
No, and this is them siding with genocide. Now, before we take it to a break, I want you guys to take a listen. A Congresswoman Ilhan Omar in her statements directly to the administration and to Joe Biden, because I think it's very important to hear somebody who can relate as the people of the Palestinian people, and as somebody who has a different belief than Americans in their Christianity. So let's take a listen, and please really listen into what she's saying. And this is only a portion.
Your humanity. How do you look at one atrocity and say this is wrong? But you watch as bodies pile up, as neighborhoods are leveled. Israel has dropped more bombs in the last 10 days than we dropped in a whole year in Afghanistan. Where is your humanity? Where is your outrage? Where is your care for people? How is it that we have a president who is talking about releasing hostages, who is talking about getting American citizens out of Israel, but could not get himself to say, I want to save and work to save the hundreds, thousands of Americans is stuck in Gaza? What is wrong with you?
Yeah, and that's a great question that we've all been asking since we started having this conversation. If you can't see what's going on, if you have no human, I need to know what is wrong with you. Every conversation that's been had is literally like, again, this is where the math does not math. Do you not see the numbers, the people that are dying, the people who have the resources, how big the group is in Israel compared to the people just fighting and trying to fight back, and as they should, the Palestinian people in Gaza? Like, are we not seeing what's happening? Are we not seeing that Israel, and U.S. is standing, sticking right beside them, are helping to commit genocide?
The world sees it. All over the world, and this is what drives me crazy. Just like, let's forget about the morality of it, because clearly the American establishment, including Joe Biden, they don't care about the morality of it. But this is bad for foreign policy. This is bad for national security. This is a give me to Vladimir Putin. This makes Vladimir Putin actually look decent this week. How do you get it so wrong, Joe Biden, that you give Vladimir Putin the opportunity to look like a humanitarian, sending a package a care package to the Palestinian people? How do you do that? Because it's wrong morally, it's wrong for our security, And somehow or another, though, we have an establishment that is dead set on not seeing it, just like Ilhan Omar just said.
Mm-hmm. And it's bringing on a lot of anti-Muslim outrage.
Yeah.
She's been followed by different press, accusing her of being a part of the issue, and for her saying to cease fire, how wrong she is to call for like ceasefire. She wants.
Right.
She's saying that they say that she's on the wrong side of it, and that she's looking at it from a different perspective that isn't helpful to Americans. And as an American leader, shows us that she may be somebody who needs to step down. We've heard in the last few days. I think it's been almost a week, if not less than that, where a young boy, Muslim boy, was stabbed to death
26 times in Chicago.
26 times.
6-year-old boy.
6-year-old baby boy stabbed by someone who's anti-Muslim and believes that because of all of this going on, he was really just out there ready to anybody who looked like they were Middle Eastern or that they were in a different belief system, didn't know these people at all. Went to stabbing the family, stabbed that baby 26 times.
26 times. 26.
And this is only the beginning of just being supportive and not speaking out against what's actually happening and not speaking in support at all of the
America's got to
Palestinian
get on the
people.
right side of this. I don't. America can't afford another genocide. Like as many sins as this country has, just from the beginning, from the very foundation. It's like, how would you put yourself on such the wrong side of the moral arc of the universe? Like y'all are asking to be destroyed.
Mm-hmm. And they're okay with it happening. Listen, we have so much more to cover. Just a couple more on Israel and Palestine, but let's take this quick break. Get your mind right. Fill your coffees up. Fill your tea up. Whatever you need to do, and we'll see you right after this.
A change of scenery, yeah. Everybody smoking all the greenery, yeah. Close the match 'cause they were handed down to me, but I'm still fly, I know. I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Pills to make the man, but that poison's gonna kill you. From the inside out, so right now, say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time to ride it. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time to ride it out. It's your time. Oh, cheers to all the haters, 'cause you proved to me that rising to the top was my destiny. And you can see whatever from behind me, but I'm still fly, I know. I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Clothes to make the man, but that poison's gonna kill you. From the inside out, it's time to say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time to ride it. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time to ride it out. It's your time, oh.
Put your fist up in the air.
It's my time to write it out.
That's a
Hey,
classic. That takes us back to the
right. It
early
runs.
days of the pandemic when
Whoa,
things were a little bit easier.
whoa. That was the hard days. That was the hard days,
It was the
man.
hard Those were the dark days.
that was dark time. I used to be rolling on mascara under the eye. Our producer, our other producer then, Dwayne used to be like, "Hey, you got a little something." Sleep.
Dwayne used to have to intercept so much of our crazy.
Oh my God. We used to be having arguments on air, and then this me, you didn't know what was in my cup in the morning. I started drinking at dang 6 a.m. Oh Lord, thank you for deliverance.
Oh Lord. Oh
Yeah.
goodness. Well, that song still take me back. Good memories.
That song takes me back good times because that's when y'all was my only friends. Y'all and Alexa. That was it.
Alexa,
Couldn't get out
keep
the
her
house.
company.
It was a time. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for the what that's supposed to be coming for the second. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, white Jesus, that's
Thank
supposed
you.
to come after they blow up the temple.
Thank you. No, I like the Jesus with the little scruff. You know what I'm saying?
Not the white Jesus that was sitting by Donald Trump.
That one. They swear he came yet. According to other people, Christians who are white, he came already 3 times. Then he's coming again. I don't know. I can't believe everything they say. They lie. They lie.
Yeah.
I don't. But for real though, I'm glad that song does. It was one of those songs that you had to play to get through your tough time.
Through that month.
And so that was and whoever I don't remember the guy's name. But I know
Rebel
that
Day.
I remember we shouted him out.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, okay, cool." Kept going.
Yeah. I'm like, sir, look, we
just gave you a whole shout out.
To his page. All of a sudden, he done reactivated Twitter.
He had so much activity on and so many notifications.
And then he was like,
okay, cool.
Let me see if I can hook y'all up with my
my agent is up. I forgot.
Like,
boy, if you don't come on this show and say hey to my
you know it's the pandemic, nobody been hired.
Great artist, though. Great artist. Love
beautiful. There's special voice too, and that song was beautiful. There's another song that we also play by him about being out of the country, meeting a woman. I don't know. Nice song though.
Yes, I forgot the title of that one.
Anywho, we're back. We are back. Shout out to everybody who is watching, wherever you are watching. I already know you guys know what's up. It's your Saturday morning with your favorites to ever do it. Minus one, the triple B's, and that's of course Rebecca, Benjamin, and Bubba, who isn't here, our DJ. Okay. And listen, if you guys love it here, you know what to do to support. Let's head over to patreon.com/like it or not. Patreon.com/like it or not. And of course, shout out to our listening audience over there in the Twin Cities, Power 104.7. Next news story that we have up. Look, because we're just going right in. Producer's telling me time. We got to hit up. We got to hit it. Republicans done decided to be just like a man and some trifling women out here, and to drag somebody on, knowing that they weren't worth it.
Oh Lord!
Knowing that they didn't like them,
knowing they weren't gonna close the deal.
They done dragged this man on through 3 relationships, only to leave him high and dry at the end of it. We're talking about
Jim. I love
Jim Jordan. Yes, JJ. JJ, who is not the speaker. And they made that clear. His own counterpart. We're talking Republicans, okay? His colleagues made that clear. So let's take a look. And I want to do this. I want to walk you guys through a timeline. Okay, so just a couple of days ago, I believe it was the 18th. I want you guys to listen to what Jim Jordan had to say when he said the people were looking for him. The people wanted him, and the people believed that he was necessary for America in the speaker seat. Let's take a listen.
American people are thirsty for change. I think they are hungry for leadership. And frankly, they know that the White House can't provide it. They know the Senate won't lead. And they are looking for House Republicans to step up and lead and make change on these important issues.
Now, things got, a little interesting because the Democrat minority leader decided to say, hey, I know he's saying that we need him, but I'm going to tell you why we don't need him. Now, let's take a listen to that.
Telling today, Jake, in my...
Not this one. Let's hold that one because I can't...
Is a clear and present danger to our democracy. He wants to end Social Security as we know it. He wants to end Medicare as we know it. Doesn't believe that President Biden was elected in 2020. That's disrespectful to the American people. Jim Jordan wants to impose a nationwide abortion ban, and he is the poster child for MAGA extremism. We are saying to our traditional Republican colleagues, good men and women on the other side of the aisle, in the attachment to the extremist Jim Jordan and join with Democrats in finding a bipartisan path forward.
Okay, and that was minority leader, Democratic minority leader, Hakeem Jeffries. And he said what he said. You knew, okay? Now, after having a nice, good vote, right? And Republicans saying, all right, JJ, it's all you, JJ. Baby, they went into a secret meeting. And JJ was no way. Let's take a listen as they break it down about the breakup and the separation and the rejection that JJ is going to have to go through. Let's take a listen.
Telling today, Jake, in my strong opinion, and I tried to communicate this to our leadership, and when I met with Mr. Jordan on Monday at noon, I tried to communicate that to him, and that is, Jim got 194 Republican votes in the open on the House floor about 5 hours ago. And then we went down to HC5 in the privacy of our conference, and in a secret ballot, he got 86.
Wow.
Now, that tells me that he was not nearly as popular among our colleagues as he was among a lot of people that have given me a lot of advice on the phone here over the last several days. So we voted Tuesday. He was down 20 of our members. He's not going to get a Democrat vote. And then 22 on Wednesday. And then we wasted Thursday and came back on Friday. And then it went to 25. And it was about to be a lot worse if we'd have gone to a fourth vote. But we're gonna try to come back Monday and restart and see where it takes us.
It's embarrassing. This is embarrassing.
That is so embarrassing. You're on. Listen, Steve Womack and my camera. Listen, both of us said, listen, we'll be back. We will be back with the vote.
They ain't gonna do it today.
He said, listen, but we didn't. The truth is, we didn't want him. We didn't want to tell him in person, so we had to put up a front. But we had to come together and be like.
But when they got in private, Becca.
Okay.
When they got in private, they said, nah, we don't even like you like that, Jim. Fetch is not happening, Jim. This is it's not. This is embarrassing. Here's why it's so embarrassing, though, Rebecca. For the first time in the history, as I give you time, of this country, we are without a Speaker of the House. But if you look at what's going on across the world, this is a time where we absolutely need a Speaker of the House. We talked about the funding that Joe Biden is trying to send to Ukraine and Israel. Good luck getting that funding passed without a Speaker of the House. Jim Jordan tried to force his way through. He's an extremist. This is the only criticism I have of the Democrats. They're playing it kind of close for me. Because if Republicans had gotten line in formation and supported Jim Jordan, we would have one of the most dangerous Republicans in the country as Speaker of the House. So while we survived and Hakeem Jeffries, he's doing good. The Democrats look good in this way. I still think they need to go ahead and find as quickly as possible somebody more reasonable, because if not, there are people who are just as bad, if not worse, as Jim Jordan. And I wouldn't be surprised if Republicans stuck the country with somebody who like that.
Yeah. Me neither. They've done it before. Trash. Now, I say this to say the whole thing is embarrassing. Just the whole lineup of it. We went from Jim Jordan being talked about as, somebody who can take the position. We've been drugged through this whole process, and we're at the third time. And they were like, yeah, we'll rock with him. And behind his back, they just went and said, we're just not. He's not a good bet. We don't want him. It's one of those things where, and I think that they wasted our time.
Mm-hmm.
And what they say, they wasted our tax dollars, all of that good stuff, right? They wasted our time. And Republicans where even Womack, okay, is talking about, like, I don't know, I bet you wonder where I've been. Like, we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen next. We don't know who's coming next. And JJ, you thought you was coming back. Baby, there's no resurrection for you. Sit down. There's no forthcoming for you. Okay. They don't want you. And it's really embarrassing. But you didn't stand for anything. In the way that Representative Jeffries laid that out, although the same people who went in secret to vote against you were telling the public what you stood for, and they knew that wasn't true. We need honesty. I don't know what that's going to look like. Republicans can't even get this right. Why are they dragging this out when we have so many other things that are important to really focus on right now?
Well, that's it, though, right? Mm-hmm. By them dragging it out, people like Matt Gaetz gets a chance to stop, right, the functions of the government. Like, the chaos is the point. They don't want the government to function properly. They want the government to shut down. They want this distraction because they can forward their agenda. The Republican Party's agenda works just fine with a dysfunctional government. So this is playing out, I think, the way Republicans actually want it to play out.
Mm-hmm. And is it surprising? No. But is it like time consuming? Yeah, just pick somebody and go. Damn. Like, I'm so serious. Like, we got other things to focus on. This should not be news, but it is. It's a funny thing, but it's also problematic. Our politics should not be like this. It's a mess in there. It really is. We could be using that time to pass different laws.
Yeah.
We can be using that time to fund different schools. We can be using that time to just start protecting people. There are a lot of things that we can be using that time for. But it's just not going to happen. This is more important. Finding a House Speaker and making it seem like it is such a big deal. You guys don't have really much to choose from. That's the greatest. Let's be honest.
Listen, Nancy Pelosi never had that problem. There's a lot of stuff you can say about Nancy Pelosi, but one thing she knew not to do is to go on the floor and embarrass herself without having the votes. Jim Jordan did it to himself 3 times. Kevin McCarthy did it to himself 15 times. So I think they just like being punished.
Yeah. And, with Nancy Pelosi, she was sitting there since she was 15. So a lot of times we'll see these positions never be changed. So this is, I guess, the first time they don't know what to do in this particular position. They're jumping from place to place. They don't really know. They've never been prepared for this. They didn't know this day would come. And when it did come, they just like the mess of it all. I think they like for us to see this play out on TV. They do. They do, because you can't tell me that Womack went to this interview and sat there and gave the tea. Hey, listen, we really met up. We said this, but
we got in private.
We went back there and was like, the hell no, we can't get this man.
I don't want that. Jim Jordan. Don't he ignore child predators? Jim Jordan.
Somebody said he looked like a Victorian sick child.
Oh my God.
And I can't look at this.
Sir, can I have some more?
See it. Sir, can I have some more, please? Please, sir, can I have some more, please? My mommy and my daddy, please.
You wear that blue shirt more than I wear my blue blazer, bro. I
Come
tell
on,
you, that's right.
Sir, you got one shirt. We should have known from your history you don't change.
That same yellow tie.
How you look lets us know you don't change.
Oh man.
You're fighting demons. We don't need that in the seat.
Oh,
we don't need that in
man.
the seat. So yes, we're looking for somebody who can be bipartisan. Not sure if we really have that on the Republican side or even on the Democratic side. I don't really know, but that's what a Representative Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries stated. And this guy, JJ, wasn't going to be it. So now, I don't know what we're going to look at. We're still holding up time. There's going to be more news that breaks surrounding this, and it's probably going to be a little bit more spicier.
You know who's running now?
Then as the Republican, as the world turns, those little shows, General Hospital, we're getting Republican. No, you know what? What is it? Not even Real Housewives, honey. What is that? It's like Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
This is Love and Hip Hop DC. This is
This is Democrats and Republicans DC. It's giving.
Oh my God.
It's a lot.
This is on Capitol. You know who's running now though? Remember the black conservative representative from Florida, Byron Donalds. The black man they pat on the back of the head in the picture. He's running for Speaker of the House now. So it's a free for all.
Anybody can get it, huh?
Anybody can get it.
But not the black man. I can promise you that. I can promise you that, baby. You see the way they treat Tim Scott, baby.
Oh my God.
Honey, it will not be Byron.
Byron Donald's gonna get like 12 votes. His cousins.
If that. And then they're gonna go in the back and be like, 0 votes. Who wants that? Who wants that? Hardy R. Nobody wants that up in the House. Are you serious?
Oh man.
We did enough with a tan suit in the White House. We're not doing that again. Okay.
Oh, man.
They don't want it. Anything different. See, they don't like change. And I'm pretty sure Byron has a couple of ties that are different.
He got some suits. I give him that.
Okay. And I'm pretty sure that is.
White Republicans paying him well. Anyway.
Hello. Before I get out of here, we have to discuss. I'm going to drop 2 more things. I won't leave you guys high and dry. But I said last week that I will discuss some Haitian news. I'll be remiss. There's so much that's going on, but there is something I would love to cover specifically. That's the Canal building and on the border of Haiti and the DR at the Massacre River, a river where Haitians way back in the day were murdered at the hands of Dominicans. And we call it the Massacre River. And it's a canal that actually connects to the Dominican Republic, but it's on the Haitian side. A lot of Dominican and Haitian issues have been happening, and Haitians have now took a stance and said, you know what? The canal must be built. And I think it's a beautiful thing, but the way that I'm breaking it down to you is no justice. Take a listen to how Professor Bertrude actually gives a breakdown of it.
15th, 2023, Dominican President Luis Abinader shut all borders with Haiti, land, air, and sea, and he suspended issuing visas to the Haitian people. Abinader declared that this extreme action, this total shutdown of the border, would continue until Haitians stopped building the canal. And Haitians responded, Canal pap campe. Haitians from across the nation, across the diaspora, have been coming together in order to ensure that this canal comes to completion. After all, the DR has 11 canals connected to the Massacre River, and this will be Haiti's first. But now, after reopening another one of their canals, Abinader is ready to relax the border restrictions, but only for trade, only for commerce. In other words, Dominicans want Haitian money, but not the Haitian people. And of course, this makes sense because Haiti is the 3rd largest trading partner for the Dominican Republic. Republic just last year, over $1 billion of exports was sent to Haiti from the DR. The DR is losing a lot of money during this border closure. The Dominican poultry industry, for example, has an estimated loss of 20%, and it's been less than a month. This moment in history is proving to us what we already knew. The success of the Dominican economy relies heavily on Haiti. I will always stand for peace. We're one island. We should be living in harmony. At the same time, I believe that us Haitians, we should respect ourselves enough to now shut our borders until we can negotiate a humane agreement, one that dignifies both the Dominican and the Haitian people. What a slap in the face it is to open up borders just so that Haitians can keep your economy afloat, so that Haitians will buy products so low in quality, not even Dominicans want to buy them. No, Canal la pap campe et nous-mêmes n'ap avancé.
So
last part
Canal la pap campe, we're not going to stop the building of the canal. And nous-mêmes n'ap avancé. And we as Haitian people, we're going to move forward.
Wow.
This is one thing that we were able, and let me tell you right now, the people of Haiti are the ones who went to go build that canal. I'm talking about locals. Do you understand what I'm saying? Locals, children, women, men.
Really?
Are the ones who are going to that border where the canal is, and they started to build. And I know, Ben, we've been saying brick by brick since 2017, but this is what's actually happening. It's been brick by brick. They have been doing this as their resources, their hands. I know that what's his name? Ronaldo DeSantis likes to say that slaves and stuff, they taught us
Skills.
skills. But these Haitians over there are doing this on their own. There was no contractors that were contracted to go and do this. This is the community that went to go do this brick by brick. And I have a video of some of the people on the border from Faces of Haiti is actually a page online who is showing this and actually is going to start documenting this, because this should be documented for documentation in historical purposes, because Haiti is now taking a stance and it's beautiful. Now, I'm not saying that we need to be in constant battle with our neighbor. Does that sound familiar? I'm not saying that, but with the constant murders of our people, and them icing us out of everything they can, calling us everything but children of the Lord, and respecting us of being the first people, the first Black country who got their independence. And so that's our neighbor that we helped them get their independence. We're the same people, essentially. But, I got family there. I've been there. I vacationed there. But this is where we are now. And David, if you can pull that second video so we can show what it looks like of the people who are building. And the reason why they're doing that is because we figured, listen, you guys are using us, taking away our resources at the same time. And this is something that we know benefits you. You guys give us scraps, tell us not to come to your country. When we do come to your country, put us in certain places and areas that are excluded from everything else. I know, because I've been. And then we get treated by the border police. If you are of a darker skin, they know that you have, they know that you're Haitian and you're being treated some kind of way. I've walked through areas where Haitians refuse to speak Haitian Creole because they're afraid of what will happen to them.
Wow.
When I'm in the Dominican Republic.
Wow.
And until my sister started speaking to them in Creole and said to them in Creole, hey, God bless you. I know you don't want to speak, but I'm here and I want to, I want to talk to you. And then they all began to just feel free and speak to us on how the treatment has been to them, what it feels like, how they are lacking. And the only reason that they're there is because they had to escape the wars that are happening in the city of Haiti, not all around, but in the city of Haiti, Port-au-Prince, all those areas. That was where they can go find refuge. And so, all of that. But the people are like, you know what? Enough is enough. We got to start doing stuff for ourselves. And if we're not going to have the help of the government at the time when they started to put up the wall or the canal, they said it's just going to be us. And it was the citizens and the people. Let's take a look. It's such a beautiful, and this is just a small little video, and they are working 6 jobs, and they have created an assembly line, and they're using the resources that they know to create this. And it's actually, they know the foundation of how to build it. Some people are flying into Haiti to be a part of this. This is a big thing in history. And I know it isn't being covered all over, but this is what we're doing, at least a piece of something for ourselves. And we see that if you can't get access to our water and you can't get access to our crops or anything, it's going to suck for you. It's sucking for you in your moment. Like, you guys need us. And the way that you treat us, we got to start standing up for ourselves. And I'm speaking for ourselves because if you guys don't know, for our listening audience, I am Haitian. Mother and father come from Haiti. And, you know, I was raised Haitian. So understanding and knowing these are my people, and the constant coverage that we get about us is often it's misinformed and negative. And with the help of the US, Dominican Republic is looked at much different than what they actually are as well. So that's why when I see places like, you know, when I watch Palestine go through what they go through and how US is on the wrong side of it. I see the same thing when I see Haiti. US wants to go in, and under the guise of helping Haiti, it just is so different. We see a lot of more negative news and what's going on. And yes, we have our gang violence there. We have a lot of government issues within the city, but the people outside of the city are living a different life. Haiti and the city of Haiti is Port-au-Prince and the neighboring cities. Yes, they're being affected right then and there because they're fighting for their lives there too. Okay? They're fighting for their lives every single day there too. Government, gangs, all of that. And then the U.S. wanting to come under the guise of helping.
Ain't that what
and
we
it
do?
causes more issues. Giving away lands, all that.
That ain't theirs to give
And
away.
here we go ahead, Ben.
Land that ain't theirs to give away.
Land that isn't theirs to give away. And making promises and never seeing it through.
Wow.
We've seen that time and time again. The current president right now has made promises to Haiti and when he became president, what it would look like. And I know that it wouldn't be alone on the president, but he made these things to make it sound good. And then you become president and it's like, hey, I know I said this, but this is what we're going to work on. And this is what we're going to do. And so, you know, a lot of Haitians were under the bridge, remember? And so many went back, and under Biden's program, some of them were able to come here, but it's all situational. It's all like conditional. So it's a lot of things that I feel like we need. The people who are home, who can't leave, who don't have the ability to leave, but who have the ability to be on the right side of history and helping themselves. And listen, we don't want war, but if we can help ourselves and say, you know what's helping you is our side. And this is the same canal, river, bridge where you guys massacred so many Haitians just for being Haitian.
Rebecca, I didn't know I didn't know about the story, so thank you for bringing it to our attention and sharing it. I see a lot of people in the audience who appreciate it as well, and I did not know about that massacre. But it's wild how so many the story always boils down to this, isn't it? Like your neighbors and who you want living next to you and who you don't want living next to you, and how people allow that to go all the way to massacres
because of what you look like, what you believe in. Okay, because it doesn't follow theirs. And we know Dominican Republic has more of a relationship with the United States, right? So it looks different over there. It feels different over there. People talk different over there. They look down on across the way because of our history, right? We're literally the same people. All of us have family on each side because it is, if people who don't know, the same island. It's the same. Hispaniola, it's the same.
And just divided by nationality.
Just divided by, and that's it. And they black over there, but they don't want to consider themselves as Black. Now, this happened, that massacre happened, I believe, in 1937. And I think we actually came up in October. I think we actually came up on the anniversary of that, the River Massacre, and they killed them Haitians right up over there, right up on there. And that's why I say I think it's very good that we take our Haiti, because of us being the first Black country to revolt for our freedom, and win. Okay, example, blueprint. Because of that, there is this constant foot on our necks from places like France, the US, a lot of these other countries which colonized the area. Feel like they want to have control of it, and we don't want that. And because the government tries to play fair, tries to play nice with those people, the community doesn't allow that, and they are enraged. And they go and fight because that's what we know how to do. And a lot of the country, the rest of the world will look at us as just not together and poor and all of this other stuff. And we're looked at as, we see ourselves as resilient. While we may cry and go through the same way I see the people of Palestine, very resilient. You see them people on the streets, and what they're saying is God's will. We're still here. Here's what I have. I got my cat left. That's enough for me. I still have my daughter, while other people are crying about their losses. That's enough for me. And you'll see a lot of that on the streets of Haiti. But being able to come together, men and women and children, to go ahead and build a canal that actually is hurting our enemy. We don't want to be enemies with, but it's hurting them. It's hurting them. We're going to do what we need to do to protect us. You keep trying us, disrespecting us, killing us off, saying that we don't belong, making rules and laws that are discriminatory, prejudice against us. Listen, it's time for us to like, we need to really like stand up, because at the end of the day, no more getting slapped in the face for, we're not doing handouts, but we also don't want war. So we're going to do what we need to do for us. So shout out to Haiti. I love you so much, Haiti. Listen, Haiti through and through and through and through. Okay. And as the news begins to progress and develop, shout out to Faces of Haiti on if anybody knows, on Instagram. Take a look at what they're doing, because they're going to be doing a documentary and you don't want to miss it. And they're showing clips and coverage weekly on what's happening at the Canal. Canal La Pape Compi. So, I know, David, I am so sorry, but we're at the end of the show. We never do right. Once I get to talking, you know it's something else, okay? And once Ben get to talking, you know it's something else. It's two chatty Cathys, okay? And we're at the end of the show. I don't want to hold you. I did say I wasn't going to go until 12, but here we are.
Did we make it? Oh, Lord.
We made it to 2. We usually go to 12:30, but I actually wanted to get out of the house today. I wanted to get some sun. I've been inside. I've been feeling stuffy. So I wanted to play this last clip. It's funny, and I think you so enjoy it, man. Let's take a look at this clip of a man who's walking up to people. You know, walking up to people ain't safe these days. But I will say I don't mind this one. A man who's walking up to people and saying that he knows them. Let's take a look at how people react.
Walmart edition, act like we know them when we really don't know them. Let's go. Lord, there go my lady. How you doing?
Fine, and you?
You don't even remember me, do you?
Yes, I do. How you doing?
Good to see you.
God bless you. Good to see you.
Good to see you. You still looking good.
Thank you.
How the family doing?
Doing well.
Good.
How you?
Oh my goodness, Miss Gladys, how are you?
I'm not Gladys.
I got the wrong person. I thought you were Miss Gladys. I'm sorry.
Well, that's okay.
I thought that was you.
Oh, did you get a blanket?
Come on now.
Let me go.
Ryan.
Ryan.
Ryan?
From?
No, they call me Devontae, but my name D. Are you Ryan?
No.
Oh, I got the wrong person. I'm so embarrassed. I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
Okay, I'm Kyle.
Kyle, nice to meet you, Kyle.
Nice to meet you.
Merry Christmas. Ooh, I don't want you to drop this stuff. Merry Christmas, Kyle. Lord have mercy. God bless you, mother.
God bless you.
I thought that was you. How you been doing?
I've been doing okay. I've been doing okay.
When the last time you talked to my mama?
It's been a while.
I figured that you still look good.
Well, thank you.
Holiness is still right, ain't it?
Holiness is still right.
Yes.
Right back.
Come on now, mama. I love you now. I'm going to tell mama I saw you.
Tell her I had went through cancer. And but I got a victory. I'm healed in Jesus' name. Glory.
Hey. Thank you, God. They going in. She praising for real.
What a mighty God.
Oh my.
We serve.
She going to the spirit that quick.
It's just greater work to be done.
That's it. And you know what? You don't look like what you've been through.
And to God be the glory.
God,
be the
hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Nobody but God.
He don't even know this woman.
Thank you, God. Ooh, the doctor said one thing, but God said live.
Live.
God,
Shall live and not die.
Come on.
And declare the works of the Lord.
I got to go, Mama. I love you. I got to go. You done messed me up. You done messed me up. I got to go. You better not act like you don't know me.
I do.
I thought that was you.
Yeah.
When did I take it from Mama Vicky? Come on now.
I'm trying. It's been a while.
It's been a while. You still look good, man.
Thank you, sir.
You know, because she had a little crush on you back in the day. You act like you don't remember Vicky.
Which one,
Vicky. I thought you were going to be my stepdaddy, but it didn't work out that way. You know Vicky. Oh, my goodness. It is you.
What?
How you been?
All right, how you been?
Don't act like you don't remember me now.
No, I don't.
You know they call me Devontae, my name D.
Oh, what?
My name Devontae, but they call me D.
From where?
You know my mama. Our little boy Vicky.
Oh, hell. What's happening, man?
He's like, man.
Yeah,
Good. You still look the same. Oh, my God. When the last time you talked to my mama?
A long time ago.
Just like.
I'm going to tell I saw you.
All right.
Is it Tony?
Toby, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good to see you, man.
All right, man. Yeah, we'll see you around.
All
I'm
right.
busy.
I know you ain't got like you don't know me. You better not act like that.
Yeah, I lost my memory.
It's all right. You know my mama Vicky.
Vicky?
Yeah, you know they call me Devontae, but my name D.
Okay, Vicky. Vicky who?
Who don't Vicky, you know?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. Where you work at?
Is your name Elaine?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I got the wrong
She
person.
told the truth out of everybody.
You are.
One person. Just one person.
Oh my God. I thought that was you.
Tell me.
You don't come on now.
Now come on.
Look at my face real good.
I know who you are.
Just lying.
Because you're older.
I done got older, yeah.
And I look the same.
You still look the same.
You don't look the same.
I know. Okay, you know they call me Devontae, but my name D.
And you were at Middle?
Yeah.
Not. Oh my gosh, you're so handsome.
Thank you so much. It's so good to see you. How life's treating you?
Wonderful. Wonderful. I have 2 grandchildren and I'm retired and enjoying hanging out with them. Yeah.
Amazing.
What you doing?
Not much, just still living life.
That's okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Because you're
ma'am.
still young. What, are you probably in your 40 maybe?
You hit it on the head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's hilarious.
It was
Not
funny,
now
but
one
it
of them
was-
knew him.
None of it. You see how old folks be lying the most? but somebody said they don't like old people don't like memory games. But my thing is, it was literally how the Holy Spirit really came in the shoe aisle. That lady was looking for a shoe, the orthopedic for 55s, and here she go lying.
Right there.
She needed to share her testimony though.
She got that testimony out. She said, "Well, if you gonna listen, I'm gonna tell you."
And now her taking off the glasses and said, "You can tell her."
Bro, listen. When he said holiness is right, I said, "Oh Lord, it's about to go down."
And he said, "You done messed me up." He really was messed up because he's like, now me and this lady shouting because I'm actually really she done beat cancer.
Yeah.
He needed to tell somebody she beat cancer.
Don't look like what she been through. She look good.
She do look good, and he don't even know that he probably really was speaking to her heart in that moment. She needed to share that, just lying.
Even
to
though it's
people.
all a lie. It's all a lie though.
Yeah.
They don't know each other.
They all lying. Everybody, see, you could lie and be good.
Oh man.
What I love about this is you never know, like in the middle, maybe these people don't get spoken to. They don't get recognized. They don't, it's better than having somebody just film you, come at you, hit you across your face, hug on you, to be in your personal space. He actually just said, "You don't know me, do you? Like, come here, stop playing." And then, ask for a hug. These are, to me, some feel good moments, right?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he had some of these where he didn't post, where it was pushback, but this is just much more inviting. And we're coming out of a time where people were not spoken to for a while, and to be spoken to and recognized can feel actually really good to people. Even Toby right here, knowing that boy line.
I like Toby was at first. Toby was straight up. He's like, I don't know you, man.
And
then
then
after a
Toby
while,
like,
he gave in. He said,
he
okay, I know
gave
you.
in. He gave in. He definitely gave in. You guys, I hope that made you kiki. He ain't 40. Who not 40? Him? Oh yeah, he said he 40. Listen, David, I know you don't understand, but baby black, it don't crack unless you got a bad heart. Unless your heart ain't
Lord,
unless your heart ain't
oh, that kind of bad heart,
They
like you're
said,
an evil
they said
person.
the more a man is terrible to a woman, his hairline gets pushed back every single time he hurts a woman.
that is
And
not
then they said
true.
every time a woman does somebody wrong, her hair don't grow back. They said that's Jada Pinkett, but that's not what I said.
End the show. End it.
So we're at the end of the show, you guys. I love you so much. If you are still here, that means you've been rocking with us. That means that you like what you've heard. You've been having a good time with us on this Saturday morning. Listen, if you want to support and you're not already supporting, you already know what to do. You can get on patreon.com/like it or not. That's patreon.com/like it or not, and give any amount. Listen, 50 cents, $1, $2, $10. It doesn't matter. You can give any amount. Every dollar counts, and it helps support us and keep us right here with you every single Saturday morning, and giving you the show and giving you Black perspective on these topics. You know, you ain't getting nowhere but here. I know you ain't. So, and if you want to definitely support us individually, you got BPD 2018. You got DJ X3C. You got Becca's Voice. And you have DKG.
Somebody's putting it on the screen.
Thank you, guys. Because I'm struggling. You got all of our cash apps up here, baby. Put it on the screen, but you have our cash apps, and you can definitely
put it
help
in the
us
chat room, y'all.
individually.
There
Yes,
it is.
drop it in the
There
chat.
it is. Roller Dragon just put it in the chat room.
It's in the chat room. But you can definitely help us there. You guys, listen, that's our producer. That's the host. Tip your host. Okay. I love you guys so much. And remember, go out, be great, and that I love you so much, and I mean that with everything in me. Turn off the noise if you need to today. That's all right. Take a moment for yourself. Be good to yourself. Love you guys. See you.
Shout out to the mods. Love the mods.
Love the mods as well.
Voted against me, so that we can move forward and begin to work for the American people.
Jacketless Jim.
Jim says to expect a third vote for him. After all, 22 GOP holdouts. Some of them have been at the other end of some very public, very aggressive, very threatening pressure campaigns.
I'm still running for speaker, and I plan to go to the floor and get the votes and win this race.
And which way do you think this third round vote on Jim Jordan's going to go this morning?
It's not going to get better.
But let me correct the record. Jim Jordan is an effective legislator.
Bacon. McHenry.
We're in a very bad place right now.
Garbarino. Zeldin.
It's not going to get better.
Sauber. Westerman.
The Honorable Jim Jordan of the state of Ohio has received 194.
On Capitol Hill, Chad Pergram here with some breaking news. Jim Jordan will not stand for a fourth vote for Speaker.
Jim Jordan is arguably one of the most popular Republicans in U.S. history, and you had some members of the GOP that really just spat in the face of their voters.
And I got to know members in our conference that I didn't really know that well over the last 3 weeks. We need to come together and figure out who our speaker is going to be and get to work for the American people.
Something to buy, yeah. Set the potato, sunlight that always stays, dinner by the waterway. It's that sweet life. Raise your cross. Made some dude crack a smile. He asked if I could stay a while. I'm living that high life. Time to catch a flight, but you can make me go. Unlocking all the memories of my new home. Ventilated echoes playing to and fro, back and forth, yeah. Caught some kids dancing in the alleyway. Crazy how the melodies began to play, yeah.